Like people who happily will put themselves into pain for an hour class and get a bunch of bruises are probably also like Venn diagram is a circle of the people who would stage manage.
Yeah.
Hello, we are here at Sun Sounds of Arizona in Flagstaff, Arizona, and welcome to episode 31 of Untamed Shrews Women Talk Theater, presented by the Flagstaff Shakespeare Festival. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Becki, and in today's episode, we are joined by Kelsey Hontz, the stage manager of our summer shows, to discuss arguably one of the most important positions in theater, stage managing. But first, we're going to do a little shrew check-in.
And Dawn actually won't be here with us for the episode, so I'm going to just drop in Dawn's little check-in here.
Okay, so this is kind of an odd check-in for me because I'm not actually joining you guys for this amazing episode, but we just spent a very hot morning setting up our tent with the most amazing crew of volunteers. I'm literally blown away by how well tent setup went and by all of the random lovely humans who came to help us set up our tent. Including Kelsey, who's not really a random human. She's a highly involved human, but she was amazing. And now you're going to do a great episode with Kelsey, but I am not going to join you all because in between planning this episode and actually doing this episode, and it also being tent day, my grandma, Blake's great grandma, decided to come to town for 2 days. My mom, who's been away all summer, decided to come to town for 2 days. And Sean's sister decided to come to town for 4 days. So it was like, there's just no way I can spend all morning setting up the tent and also record an episode of Shrews and spend any meaningful time with my family. So I really appreciate you all doing this episode, and it'll be super fun to listen to because I won't listen when I'm in them. Jeez, I just can't think of any, like the tent has been like the big thing on my mind, and like literally been like laying awake at night thinking there's no way it's going to happen. This is going to be a catastrophe. Everything's going to fall down around us. And then it happened so beautifully and so quickly. And so I feel like that is also my personal check-in because it has been an immense weight lifted for me. And I'm just so grateful that it's up. And I'm sure there's going to be like videos on our Instagram and like little clips and stuff. So please check it out. It is really an insane feat. And yeah, we're all set up at Lowell. And now we just have to figure out like 20,000 other logistics. But I honestly, having the tent up is, I'm going to be able to enjoy the rest of this time with my family. So yeah, that's really my only check-in.
Amazing.
Yay, thanks, Dawn. We missed you.
Now that she checked in, we did get to see her for a hot second, but you know, editing magic.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dawn.
Yay. So Hannah, let's do a check-in with you.
Yeah.
You are back in Flagstaff.
I am back. Oh my gosh, so much has happened since last check-in. Since last check-in, since last check-in, I opened a show, I closed a show in a different state. I then went to a whole other different state with my brother. Me and my brother visited Charleston, South Carolina. Then once my show in North Carolina closed, I popped over to New York for 4th of July week to visit friend of the podcast, Cadence Lamb. So I was there for a week, which was a blast. Saw, the fireworks on someone's rooftop. It was great. Saw some friends. saw Eric in his show. So if you haven't listened to Eric Christopher Peterson's episode, Literally Broadway, I went and saw his show, which was so lovely.
Good. Yeah.
So that was great.
Yay.
And then, got stuck in Boston overnight, flights, just been in a lot of...
Flights be crazy.
Flights be crazy.
This time of year.
And then finally made it home a day later than I was supposed to, but made it home.
Yeah.
And I've been home, actually, I guess today is exactly a week. So I've been home a week. And it's just was a lot of catching up on work and getting back to Ariel and getting back to CrossFit and seeing friends and seeing my boyfriend and getting back to church and just like basically just like jumping back into my life basically.
Yeah.
And I was just so ready to not eat junk food, and I'm not drinking. I just felt like when I was traveling, I just am not much of a drinker, and I was just like feeling like I was drinking way too much. So I'm doing like a dry few months. I don't know. I'm like,
Starts with the month and then 6 months later.
Who knows? Yeah. So I'm just like, so great to like cook at home again and just have some alone time. I feel like because I was on so many trips, like with my brother and with my boyfriend and with Cadence, like I just hadn't been alone beyond like taking a shower or going to bed. Yeah. Like I wasn't stuck. With people all the time. Yeah. So it's just been nice to sort of slow down. But yeah,